Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth and respect effortlessly, while others grind endlessly with nothing to show? The truth is, most people are held back by habits they don't even realize are keeping them stuck. Today, we're changing that. Stick with me, because what you're about to learn will flip the script on everything holding you back from real success. There's a story of a man who had everything going for him. Ambition, talent, even the right opportunities. But somehow, despite his hard work, he remained invisible in the places that mattered. Every year, he watched others around him move up, get recognized, and achieve the kind of respect he dreamed of. Frustration began to take root, and he felt like he was hitting a wall he couldn't break through. Then one day, he realized something that would change his life forever. Success and respect aren't just about how hard you work. They're about building the right habits day after day. Habits that don't just get you noticed, but make you impossible to ignore. He understood that to rise above, he needed to start living with a different mindset, a mindset that demanded more of him than he'd ever expected. Let's dive into the habits that separate those who simply talk about success from those who live it. These are hard truths, the kind that stings if you're not ready to face them. If you want to be rich and respected, it's time to face these brutally honest principles head on. 1, accept that no one cares about your excuses. We all have reasons why we're not where we want to be. Lack of resources, time, support. But the reality, no one cares. The world rewards results, not reasons. If you're serious about success, stop leaning on excuses. Take full accountability for where you are and where you want to go. Because until you do, you're just wasting time. Think about Elon Musk. He faced setback after setback with Tesla and SpaceX, often on the brink of bankruptcy. But Musk didn't waste time making excuses about how hard it was or how unfair things were. He poured everything into his goals, even when it meant sleeping on factory floors to keep his companies alive. He took full accountability, then knowing that no one was coming to save him. That relentless accountability is why he turned things around. 2, you can't be wealthy if you're afraid to invest in yourself. Wanting wealth, but being afraid to invest in yourself is like wanting a plant to grow without water. Whether it's money, time, or effort, you need to be willing to put in serious investment if you want serious returns. That might mean paying for knowledge mentors or tools. You have to bet on yourself? No one else will. Take Sara Blakely, the founder of Spanx. Early in her career, she didn't have much money or support, but she believed in her idea and invested in herself to bring it to life. She spent her own savings to create a prototype, filed her own patent, and invested in learning everything she could about the business. Today, she's a billionaire because she was afraid to take risks on herself. 3, surround yourself with people who are better than you, or prepare to be average. Most people settle for comfort zones, hanging around those who think, act, and struggle like they do. But here's the truth, if you're not actively surrounding yourself with people who are ahead of you, you'll stay stuck. Seek out those who are doing better, who challenge you, who make you feel uncomfortable. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Look at Warren Buffett. One of his biggest pieces of advice is to hang out with people better than you. When he was young, he sought out mentors like Benjamin Graham, people who challenged him to think and act at a higher level. Buffett didn't settle for easy company. He chose company that pushed him. It's uncomfortable, but if you want to grow, you need that challenge. That's why he became one of the most respected investors in the world. 4, money management is a skill, not an option. A lack of money isn't just about not earning enough. It's often about not managing it well. Most people fail financially because they think budgeting and saving are optional. But here's the truth. If you can't control what you already have, you're not ready for more. Start treating every dollar as if it matters, because it does. If you don't learn to control your finances will control you. Think about athletes or celebrities who've made millions only to lose it all. Mike Tyson earned hundreds of millions during his career, but poor financial management left him bankrupt. Contrast that with LeBron James, who, beyond his athletic skills, has taken the time to learn about investments, endorsements, and business. LeBron isn't just rich, he's financially secure and respected because he treats money management as a non-negotiable skill. 5. Comfort is the enemy of growth. You can't reach wealth or respect if you're constantly choosing comfort over challenge. The wealthy have learned that comfort is poison. It keeps you stagnant. If you're not regularly doing things that scare you, that make you uncomfortable, then you're not growing. Step out of it every single day, or settle for mediocrity. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos could have stayed in his comfortable Wall Street job, but he left it all to start Amazon from scratch. He knew that the comfort of his high-paying job was holding him back from building something greater. Bezos risked it all, and today, Amazon is one of the biggest companies in the world. If he had chosen comfort, he would never have become one of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. 6. Stop trying to please everyone. If you're aiming to be liked by everyone, wealth and respect will always be out of reach. People who create lasting success and respect have one thing in common: they're clear on their values, and they don't compromise. They know not everyone will like them, and that's okay. If you're constantly seeking approval, you're giving away your power. Reclaim it by setting boundaries and standing firm. These aren't easy habits, and they're certainly not convenient, but that's the point. Real wealth and respect don't come from doing what's easy. They come from doing what's necessary, even when it's hard. If you're ready for the real path to success, embrace these habits. And if you're not, well, prepare to keep getting what you've always gotten. Howard Schultz, the man behind Starbucks, didn't build his empire by trying to make everyone happy. He faced heavy criticism, and many people doubted his vision of turning coffee shops into community spaces. But Schultz stayed true to his principles, even when it meant going against popular opinion. By refusing to compromise, he created a brand that's respected and valued around the world. My friend, success leaves clues, and if you're serious about wealth and respect, these are the habits you need to build starting now. Let's pause for a moment, because I need you to ask yourself some hard questions. What's holding you back right now? Is it fear of failure, fear of judgment, or maybe even fear of success? Because here's the truth: whatever you're afraid of is keeping you exactly where you are. Have you been telling yourself that you'll start tomorrow? That the next opportunity will be different? But let's be real, how many tomorrows have you let slip by? Success doesn't wait for the right time or the right circumstances. It demands that you step up now, that you face what's uncomfortable and dive in head first. Are you willing to do that? And then look around you. Are the people in your life pushing you to grow, or are they keeping you small? It's harsh, but if you're surrounded by people who settle, people who make excuses, that energy will drag you down. You need to ask yourself if you're ready to break away, even if it means standing alone for a while. What about your finances? Are you treating every dollar with respect, or are you just letting it slip through your fingers, hoping for a miracle? Wealth doesn't appear out of nowhere. It demands control, discipline, and a willingness to learn the hard truths about money. Are you ready to take that responsibility? And finally, let's get real about comfort. Comfort feels good, but it's a trap. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you're choosing to stay exactly where you are. Ask yourself, are you really okay with that? Because if you're not, if you're genuinely ready for something different, it's time to stop avoiding the hard path. It's time to step up. These questions aren't easy to face, but they're necessary if you want to break free from what's holding you back. If you're ready to step into a new level of wealth and respect, these are the truths you need to confront, and there's no better time to start than now. Now that you're here, feeling the weight of these truths, it's time to do something about it. Wealth and respect don't come from waiting, hoping, or wishing. They come from action. Right now, I want you to take a few simple but powerful steps to start shifting your life towards success. These steps are small, but they'll set the wheels in motion. Step 1, write down your non-negotiables. Grab a piece of paper or open a note on your phone. Write down 3 things you will no longer accept in your life. Maybe it's procrastination, staying in unhealthy relationships, or letting money control you instead of you controlling it. Write them down clearly. These are the boundaries you're setting to protect your growth. This isn't just a list, it's a declaration. By making it, you're already taking your first step toward change. Step 2, invest in knowledge that scares. You pick one thing you've been avoiding because you don't fully understand it, something related to wealth, building, or personal growth. Maybe it's learning about stocks, starting a business, or managing money better. Whatever it is, make a commitment today to dive into it. Find a book, sign up for a course, or reach out to a mentor. To achieve a new level, you have to be willing to invest in yourself, even if it feels intimidating. Step 3, make one bold move this week. Think about one action you can take in the next 7 days that pushes you out of your comfort zone. It could be something like pitching a business idea, applying for a higher position, or reaching out to someone who can elevate you. Choose something that feels slightly out of reach. Bold moves create momentum, and that momentum is what starts to separate you from the crowd. Don't overthink it, just decide, commit, and do it. Final step, check in with yourself daily. Before you go to bed each night, ask yourself, did I honor my goals today? It's a small habit, but it keeps you accountable. Reflect on what you did to get closer to your goals, and be honest with yourself. If you fell short, adjust and aim to do better tomorrow. This habit will keep you on track and remind you that wealth and respect are built one day at a time. These steps are designed to get you moving, to make you feel the shift right now. So don't just sit here nodding along. Take action. Because if you truly want wealth, if you truly want respect, it starts with doing the things that most people are unwilling to do. Be different. Be bold. Be the person who takes control of their future. Tonight, make that promise to yourself. Stop talking about it. Start doing it. Let me tell you this, the journey to wealth and respect isn't for everyone. It's for those who are willing to do what others won't, to push past every excuse, and to embrace the struggle as part of the process. Remember, each step you take, each habit you build, it's bringing you closer to the life you envision. But it doesn't happen by accident, it happens by choice, by grit, and by relentless action. If what I've shared today resonated with you, then it's time to take ownership of your journey. You're not just watching this by coincidence. If you're here, it's because deep down you're ready for change. Embrace that feeling. Hold on to it and let it drive you forward. And if this message lit a fire in you, if you felt even a flicker of possibility, then subscribe to this channel. This is where we push limits, challenge beliefs, and redefine success together. Share this with someone who needs that wake-up call, someone you know could use a nudge to take control of their own journey. Because sometimes all it takes is one message, one decision to change a life. Be the one who decides today. This is only the beginning, and your future self will thank you for the choices you make right now.